Hi everyone, it's Michael here from ReplicaAirguns.com, and I have my two Cybergun KWC Mini UZIs. We've got the BB version and the Airsoft version. I believe that's what they are. I'm going to put one down for now. And we're doing our comparison. Now, they're Cybergun and KWC, but really they're the same gun, and I've talked about that many times. Slightly different branding, but basically made in the same factory. They're built almost identically. One is Airsoft, one is BB. If you want to know all the comparisons or all of the specifications, check out my tabletop comparison review here. I'm going to be joining them together, probably posting them together, but they will be two separate videos. So right now we're going to just do the chronograph and see if there's or if they're close to their stated manufacturer claim. This is supposed to be just under 350. This is the BB version first, and then the Airsoft version is just under 400. So we'll see where we're at. Okay, shot number one. Let's see where we're at here. 365. 362. Lots of kicks. 360. 355. So definitely over 350. Last one. And 358. I'm going to put it on safe. We'll switch her up. We're going to reset real quick. And we're going to do... Now this should work here. I've never shot this one. This is brand new. And this should be close to 400. 365. 399. There we go. 406. 399. I'm going to do one more. 373. That first shot I think was a little slow right out of the box there. And 398. So right around 400. Put that on safe. All right, might as well hold on to it. All right, so we're going to step back now. I'm going to shoot 5 rounds into the target in semi-auto, and then I'm probably just going to unload the magazine into the target. We'll do each gun again. We're going to do it from 30 feet back. I figure these guns are pretty accurate, and that'll really get us an idea of how they're working out at a reasonable range. I will use a semi-rested position for this. So let's head back and see how well these guns do performing on target. All right, everyone, I've got my Mini Uzi. I'm all set up here, and I'm 30 feet away, and we're going to shoot 5 rounds into this target. I really don't have either gun sighted in. We're going to shoot 5 rounds, then we're going to come back and shoot in full auto, see what kind of groupings we can get. 4.5 millimeter steel BB versus 6 millimeter plastic Airsoft. So I'm going to use the stock. We're already loaded up. We're off safe here. All right, so I'm using these peep sights. I've got it selected with the lower sight, so this should bring, let me see here. I'm going to go with the high sight because that's going to bring, actually it's going to bring my barrel up. So I'm going to go with the low sight. All right, let's see how we did. No idea. We're shooting really high. So I'm gonna actually go down. I'm gonna try this one more time and shoot lower down. So I've shot 5 rounds, not a big deal. That just really didn't give us a good result. So we're gonna shoot lower on the target. I'm shooting on the bottom of the target this time. All right, let's see how we did. Okay, that was definitely better. So you can see here, we got 4 right there. Now with these peep sights, they're a little bit hard to target in, at least for me. 1 low, these 4 are very close together. So that's quite a nice group there. Too bad this one didn't come up. All right, so we're gonna unload this magazine, and then we're gonna go and shoot the Airsoft version. I got a weird day, sun and rain today. Okay, so this is going to be a little chaotic. I'm just going to unload. Hopefully nothing gets damaged. Let's see what happened. Well, that was awesome. Quite a bit all over, I guess you could say. Not too bad horizontally, but a little bit to the right. Still not too bad. Okay, let's switch it up. We're going to switch up the targets. This one's getting wet already. Been windy, raining, sunny, everything today. A little bit of it all. Okay. KWC. All right, so we're off. We're going to get right into this. Again, I'm going to shoot a little bit to the bottom. Well, let's shoot one at right dead center and see what happens. Yeah, we're good. All right, take a look. Okay, this is going a little to the left, but not bad. A little more spread out, top and bottom, but well centered left to right. So I will just be shooting in full auto now. Gonna aim exactly the same spot. Now there's more BBs in this magazine, so it's gonna shoot for a while. It should lock back, so let's hope that that's what happens here. No, it didn't. Oh, still got some. And, well, we locked back. So it did work. It sort of slowed down there. Wow. You know, that is fairly tight considering all the recoil that's going on. Those BBs hit well centered. Just a little high, which is pretty much where I was aiming. I was aiming right, basically dead center. So I'd have to say, at least in this case, the Airsoft version seemed to be a little bit tighter. Not sure if there was a difference in kick. They both seem to kick about the same. But okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit. I'm going to switch up the CO2. We're going to do a penetration test and then a little bit of slow motion for you. And then after that, we'll pretty much wrap it up. Okay, it's Mike here. I'm kind of crouched down just the way my cameras are set up. And we're going to be doing basically a penetration test. So we're going to start out with the Mini UZI. The Cybergun Mini UZI in 4.5mm steel BB, see if we can get through 3 cans. And then we're going to do the same test with the 6mm Airsoft. And then I'll be following this up with a little bit of slow-mo, and that'll be pretty much it. So let's see what we get. Alrighty. Okay, we're good. And shot, we're basically just going to do shot 1 at close range. Hopefully I don't get too wet. And all right, so 1, 2, and we got a dent on the second can. So I don't know if you can see that. Dent on the second can and into the second can, through the first can. Obviously, the last can didn't get touched. So, same test, switch up the guns. And Airsoft. Now remember, the BBs were going about 350. The Airsoft are going about 400. And I am using 0.20 gram BBs, by the way, so they don't carry a lot of mass, but that's what I did my chrono test at. So let's see what happens here. Through the first, well, into the first can and stopped. So you can see nothing. Second can, hole in the first can, did not penetrate but left a bit of a dent in it. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea of what the penetration value is, Airsoft versus BB. Even though the Airsoft was traveling at a higher feet per second, because it's a larger BB with less weight, it doesn't penetrate as well as a denser, smaller, heavier BB in 4.5mm steel BB. All right, so I'm going to lead out here with a little bit of slow motion for you. Don't forget to come down to the Replica Airguns website, replicaAirguns.com. Check out our store. We have a US and Canada store where we have both of these versions available, I believe, in both stores. We have Airsoft BB, pellet, blank, accessories, all kinds of stuff. Don't forget to subscribe. Also check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. And also check out the links in the description to this video, especially with other reviews, specifically on my 4.5mm cyber gun version. I've done quite a few videos on that gun. And also check out the tabletop comparison too. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.